fucking way!
Yes, people. So, story time, yeah? I just come out of the gym. So, obviously the bike has been broke since July, right, of last year. What? How long is that? I don't even know how long that is. Let me pause this video. 9 months, yeah? 9 months my bike has been broken. It has been restricted to half throttle, and if you full throttle it, even if you feed in the half throttle, if you're below 7,000 RPMs, as soon as it gets to 7, it will stick at 7 and it will glitch there and won't break through at all. You're not allowed to go past it. You have to come back off the throttle, feed it in at half throttle till you get to about 10 to 11 to 12,000 RPMs, then you can slam the full throttle, but it will still glitch and go back and forth and give you the power, take away the power, give you the power. Honestly, it has been an absolute disaster to ride. I've learned to ride with it and put up with it, but trust me, I've hated the bike. It's been boring going out. I'm trying to have fun with the boys. They're all leaving me behind. I'm trying to enjoy myself on the roads. It's pulling me back and forward. I hated it. But what the reason was, we didn't know what it was. So we did loads of different stuff. We did bits to the side where the little spikes go through the engine and like read how many times it's spinning for the revs or something like that. Do a little air vac delete with the pipes to change the intake system. Something else we did loads of tuning on the carb to try and figure out if we could just out tune it maybe. All of it did nothing, did absolutely nothing to it. And obviously when we rebuilt the bike, it only happened after the crash. So obviously I crashed and then it happened after the crash. So it was something that we thought we knocked in the engine or something like that, or with the carbs. But obviously we changed the exhaust system to a Delcovic can and system all the way through once we got the bike up and running again. So once I put that exhaust system on with James, the washers are inside that go like round the headers, that you put the headers onto to like seal the air from the headers to the actual metal, right, just to fill out the space. They fell out as we took the system off and they looked all right, so we used the old ones again. Yeah, we used the old ones again, and obviously with putting it back on, we've somehow clipped them and missed them, and they've gone in on the skew, and they're just completely not sealing anything. They've been tightened way too tight, so they've like over squished themselves. I'll put it on the screen, and then they're like bending left and right, and like not even like, you can see they're not like flush with the bloody headers, and they weren't doing anything. So the whole time, because I did have a gut feeling that it was kind of the exhaust, because I could feel the, you know, when you feel something, like I would full throttle the bike and I'd feel it like just escape air, as if it was just farting itself, because all the air was just pissing somewhere. That's exactly what was happening. All the air was just escaping out of those headers, pushing away from all those seals, and just dumping all the air, so it couldn't even put the power through the pipes to get out the back of the bloody bike, because it was too much pressure on full throttle. There wasn't enough compression to shove it through. So obviously switching it over, I drove so long. I drove 6 hours basically to go get this welded Yoshi system off someone on Facebook, brought that back, put that on the bike with new washers that were like nice and thick crushable washers that go on there. I lined them all up so they're all on the headers. I put it on dead even. I screwed it up slowly and I pushed them, obviously compressed them a bit so they crushed a little bit, but didn't absolutely smash them. So they crushed in nicely and they filled out that area. I got on the bike. Even when I started the bike, I revved it and let it idle, and it was so much more responsive. But before, I'd like blip the throttle and it wouldn't respond. It would like burble and wouldn't even give you a throttle. You had to like bump it up a couple of times to then get that snap back off the throttle. Now I can just go like that and bang it and it will give me a response through the exhaust. It is on point now. I took it out and it was being a little twitchy than normal. Like I was going out and it was really catching me off guard, because it was like twitching and like giving me a big shunt of power, and I was like, this don't feel right. This feels like it's kind of working.
Oh my god, it's actually like pulling me off the bike. I can't get used to that power.
But I didn't want to get myself excited. It was like placebo effect. So I was like, let me just keep riding, we'll be fine.
Everything's still connected. The heat's rising. Let's just hope that heat doesn't go too far. Stay with me, bike. Stay with me. We're all good. It's just like, because these bits down here are like the crushable things, they weren't like pushed all the way in. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit that they're not all the way in. I'm just trying to listen if there's like any air leak, but I don't think there is.
Got to a roundabout. There was a straight coming up. I was like, right, let's do the normal, what I would normally try and do, but I couldn't do. But let's actually full throttle it this time instead of half throttling it. Left it at 5,000 RPMs, slammed the throttle.
Moment of truth. No f***ing way! Hold on, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. 6,000 RPMs, if I slam the throttle it would flutter. It's fucking going! It was the f***ing exhaust! It's not fluttering! I'm losing my voice! It's not fluttering! Come on! Come on! That's pulling! That's pulling, mate! That's pulling! Come on! Yes!
And it went, mate. It went through every single gear. No fluttering, no like, there was a little bit of fluttering, but that's like general carbs. You can't slam throttle on carbs that low because it's not a fuel injected bike. So they do get a bit lumpy down low. So you've got to keep them up in the revs as a general for carbs. But it would do the normal of a little mini bumble, but it would smoothly break through it and just smoothly deliver the power and then just keep pulling and pulling and pulling. It didn't stop at 7,000 RPMs and literally force you to stay where it is. It just went and went and went and went and went. And I kept doing different turns. I did it in 4th gear at one point.
Around 5,500 when I did it last time. I could not slam the throttle. This is full slam. Yeah, it goes.
It just flowed through the rev range, carried on going, which would be an absolute no-go before. It worked. The exhaust fixed it. After all that time, 9 months of trying to figure this thing out, get money together. Like, I didn't want to put it into a garage because I didn't want to have to try and rebuild the engine. Luckily I didn't, because I would have gave it to them to be like, yeah, the engine's broke, and then they would have put a load of money into trying to fix it, and it wasn't even the engine. So luckily I didn't do that, but I left it so long because I just didn't know if it was going to be a £2,000 job or a 500 quid job. Do you know what I mean? Turns out it was an 150 quid job because that's how much the exhaust was. Obviously we already put money into trying to figure it out ourselves, but yeah, absolute lifesaver. I was so happy, like, oh my god, I was so happy. It literally is back to normal. Obviously the brakes were dodgy anyway if you've been following the YouTube channel. They've just been done, so we're going to go pick up the bike now a little bit later this evening after this. I just wanted to give you an explanation. It's just in case you don't know what's going on with this channel. The bike's been broken the whole time I've been uploading, but you might not have noticed it because I'm good at hiding it because I've learned to ride the bike broken. But we're now going to be able to actually ride it, so we'll go pick it up, and then when it's sunny we'll do our actual first official ride where we can properly get out of some corners and slam that throttle on and have some fun with the bike that created the whole channel. Yeah, the Honda's back, people. I'm very happy. Let's go pick up the bike.
God, the bike sounds so much throatier with this new exhaust. It's so deep and bassy. I love it. That long can sounds sick. And we've now got a juicy brake lever. Finally, I can actually brake with some smoothness, man. Right, well, we're just following Dad home because his car started giving us a drivetrain bloody engine management light on the way over here and started going into limp mode, so we've got to make sure he gets back all right, so we'll stick with him. But we're going the dual carriageway direction, so we'll be able to give it a couple of little blips, make sure it's still not fluttering, and obviously now I can test my lovely fruity squidgy brakes, which are just so nice. He said not to like go crazy slamming on them, just to let those little bits of the pistons and stuff bed in. But yeah, they're feeling juicy, man. Feeling very nice, which is lovely. This bike is pulling and sounding lovely as well. Oh, it's going to be a good summer if this is it for us, and we can just enjoy this summer, not throw it down the road this summer, survive the whole summer without crashing, and actually have a nice put together bike to enjoy as well. Mate, that tyre is lifting! It's lifting! First gear is lifting the tyre! Like, that's an aggressive setup on the carbs, man, from when we last tuned it. That first gear is coming up! I've got a little speed wobble then. Yeah, man! Aggressive Honda, that's what we love. an ever so slight bit of flutter still. Like, I'm talking slight, but it doesn't hold you back and it doesn't break you for too long. Like, it's minuscule, which is just tuning. That's just a setup thing. So once this thing's dynoed, I think we're going to be sweet. Good to go, because I mean, it's good to go now. It's just carbs are a bit temperamental anyway at low revs, so you've still got to be careful of what gear you're in. Like, if you put it in 4th gear and slam it, you're kind of asking for fluttering. Yeah, that can sounds lovely. Even just the throttle response as well, it's just so much better. Just like being able to actually just blip the throttle, like I could never do that. So yeah, I'll end the video here. Just wanted to sort of tell the story of what's been going on, show the results, and we'll get out for a proper sunshine ride tomorrow and really enjoy this bike with the fairings and that back on. See what it's like to actually swing this thing around some corners and be able to full throttle out of the corner. It's going to be a lot of fun playing around with this thing again. Really do love this bike. It's a good old time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Shout out to the Hondy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.